I don't know, like 66% down or something like that. All right. All right. Let's kill a sucker. Okay, so a lot of dudes. I'm definitely gonna want to position myself kind of like this.
Yes, indeed.
Me back here.
Yeah.
Healer back here.
Aye. Aye,
You
aye.
back there.
What do you need?
You there.
Ah.
You there.
Hmm?
Right. Quick save.
What do you require?
Here we go. Dario leans toward you. His leg braces, squeaking. So about the coordinate of waves.
A most agreeable topic. Or so I hope.
He draws his hands together and regards you over long, tinted fingers. Atira attacked me after I left Takanos.
Yet you are still standing here, no?
A sly smile gleams behind his lips.
It is only a shame I did not hire you in the first place.
I found a mosaic in the Temple of Andra deep in the old city.
Galarde! You watchers truly are workers of miracles.
He claps, and a figure waiting by the door scurries into the narrows. What's your interest in Ukaizo? He smiles, but he fidgets madly with the gold at the hem of his tunic.
The mosaic is an ancient work of art. Such marvels must be preserved.
It's history, yeah. You're way too interested in this find and keeping it a secret for this to be about art. Small gold thread comes away in his fingers. He frowns at it.
Let us discuss your payment instead. A suitable enough topic, no?
He clears his throat and produces a blunderbuss. After a brief pause, he whirls around and holds it out to you.
Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price.
Got the kitchen stove. Doesn't say if it's a one-hander or a two-hander, but I'll assume it's a one-hander. Range is Le Terrible. It grants Wild Shot. Interesting. There's 4 projectiles on that too. Very, very interesting. Very inaccurate though. Indeed, I would hate for anyone to say that. He gives you a respectful, if strained, smile and nods to one of his attendants who produces a bag of coin.
Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on.
Let's discuss something else.
What do you require?
Farewell.
A moment, I almost forgot.
Takes the needlework from the table and unfurls it. It's larger than it initially looked.
Percamblanca. Take it and indulge my vanity.
He hands you a lovingly crafted flag.
It is not as grand as the sails I once made, but my fingers are ever restless.
But he's not mad at me. Still want to fight him though.
What do you require?
Okay, so I can still fight him.
Of course.
I'm gonna fight him. F everyone's couch. Alright, actually, we're gonna hard. Well, I guess we kind of already have a hard save. We just have to go through all the dialogue again. I guess we're gonna save it again. No regrets until we regret it.
Leave it to me.
What are you doing?
Let's see. Let's try ogre. Oh, never mind. Let's try the dragon. Oh, I forgot about that. Wisps. And a trap detected. Don't see where the trap is, though. Okay, we're getting some heavy FPS losses here. Alrighty, so this will be a good one to activate. Okay, and I want you to cast this on her. We're all getting bodied here. Are you gonna cast that healing spell or what? Okay, and did you ever cast? Yes, you did. Well, that's a res. Don't see that. Let's just play it by ear. What are you casting? You're casting that? I don't want you to cast that anymore. Let's cast these paladin abilities that you never cast. Oh, she's paralyzed. Cast that instead. And you... We're doing pretty good here. Oh, these dragons are disappearing here. Let's see, you do 10. Pretty big whatchamacallit. These have actually done pretty good. I'm gonna summon the ogres though. I'm more interested in those.
No, I cannot do that.
Oh, you're a healer. Where's Dario? Where did he disappear to? Oof. FPS. Oh my gosh, did you see the damage of those guys? Holy moly.
Horrible.
Ogres hit kind of hard.
No, I cannot do that. Sender, I cannot.
No, let's keep the zoom in. It's getting pretty terrible FPS, but it doesn't matter.
Sender, I cannot.
Oh, you guys only do 4 damage. Oh. No like. No like.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
Get these guys back. All right. It's everybody dead. Adventures Grimoire. Okay. Like a lot of blah.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so swabbed and spilled.
I like how it's still stealing. A fine crossbow. Might actually use that on somebody. Right, we need to activate that.
I'll handle this.
Missives of the Hand Occult.
I don't be supposing we could blow it up. Easy breezy and sleazy.
Lemon squeegee. Alrighty. Well, quick save. Go. Delver's Row. I think that's the black market area where I want to fight all these other guys. Although that would require me to fight the pirates. But I want to fight them. I want to fight them. Definitely want to do that.
I'm here. I shall.
You first. You don't want to scrap. An Orlan woman stands over a table laden with herbs and spices. She mixes them without looking at her work, pausing now and then to raise a sprig or file to her nose. You realize she is blind.
It's the smell of cardamom that drew you, no? Or perhaps the sting of fresh pepper. Or maybe you seek something with a stronger bite.
She swivels her ears, but her cloudy eyes do not find you. I need supplies.
And you tell Dario I gave you a good deal. Here?
He grins. Joke's on you, Dario is dead. Ooh. Oh, grappling hook. Exceptional hide. Stone joint. Okay. So what can I sell? We have a rapier. Pistol's really good. Rod. I was gonna say, can I just right click them to get them? What about shift? Nope. Control? Nope. I'm gonna keep that. Probably keep that fine saber as well. The club. Get rid of that. Fine battle axe. I like the maces. The maces are pretty good. Rid of all those. Those. All those. All those. Okay. Getting a little bit of money off of this. keep the exceptional robe. We'll keep Archimir's robe. A lot of this is just junk. Alrighty, and you don't sell anything that I care about, so there you go. Goodbye. Quick save. I know we're gonna get into a fight here. No fight.
Looking for something to sharpen the senses? To help you leave your sorrows behind? I got what you need.
See what you got. Okay, so you just sell a bunch of whatever stuff. That's fine. I don't think I went over here last time. With a furrowed brow, he glares at you but says nothing. The name is Axelrod.
I know who you are. I make it my bag to keep my eyes on the new fish that end up in the gullet. Rats round here been whispering about you. I'm guessing you're looking to buy some art, yeah?
He lightly traces a finger across the hilt of an emerald-encrusted stiletto hidden within the folds of a dark leather tunic. His narrowed eyes seem to dance in the magical light as the gemstone pulses with a caustic glow. The right half of his mouth ascends menacingly as he dips his head and peers at you from underneath his brow. A fine weapon. Is it for sale? With a sigh, he closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly.
You're the type of scab that bores me. Feel free to piss off.
Aww. Figure in the shadow looks up as you approach, pursing his lips together with a crooked line.
Think you made a wrong turn, Bilger. You don't belong in the row.
On option 2, actually the smell of this hole reminds me of home. He raises an eyebrow at this. Long moments pass as he casually looks you up and down. Say nothing.
You know when to keep your mouth shut. I like that.
He glances around the alley before continuing.
You looking to commission an artist? You'll find none better in Nekataka, Bilger.
Okay, he does that again. I guess I'll do option 2. We don't have that one, though. You're an assassin? You're answered with a thin-lipped scowl as your words echo through the alley. Would you be interested in joining my crew?
Sorry, Bilger. I work alone.
Oiled again. What sort of payment do you require for your services?
Depends on the craftsmanship required. We don't know each other, so let's keep our dealings within the gullet, yeah?
The furrowed brow, he glares at you but says nothing. I'd like you to handle a problem for me. Head swiveling side to side, he darts a cautionary glance, then shoulder straightening, he leans close to you.
Go on.
You smell the hint of ale on his breath as he nearly hisses the words. Ernezo. I'd like you to take care of a merchant by the name of Ernezo. I don't know who that is.
Never like that one. Talks too fucking much. The dodge ought to be easy enough, but you should know it could draw a query or two from other ne'er-do-wells what associate with him.
Never mind, let's speak to other matters. Very well. Who is Ernezo? Looking for Ernesto. Ernesto. Who the heck is Ernesto? Search. Ernesto. Okay. Sure, let's kill him.
Of course you do. Never like that one. The dodge ought to be easy enough.
Do it.
But you've done and done. I'd steer clear of Ernetzo's boys for a pinch. I'll be back when the dust settles.
He silently moves towards the far end of the alley. With a lazy two-fingered wave, Rust slips into the shadows. Okay. Let's see who Ernesto is, and let's see if he dies.
Of course.
It's a dead end. Surprisingly, none of these people want to kill me. Even after I just killed their boss. Oh. That's Ernesto. I didn't like him either. Right, we got the supply room key. Oh, so this is how you get in there. 2 supply room keys, apparently. Game is frozen on me.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble.
Oh, I was like, why are you not moving?
Swagged and sparkling, cat.
Fine, Septa.
Yeah? Well, don't see why
Can
not.
everybody move into position?
I found something.
My
Over there.
fingers be fat and furry, easy breezy, wet.
Hunter's lung medicine. Interesting.
Sleazy.
What do we have here? Oh. I mean, I guess. Hoping for something a little bit more exciting. I don't think I ever went down here, though. This grizzled old Amawa woman looks like she's been left in the sun to dry. Her skin is so worn and weathered, it's hard to tell her wrinkles from her scars.
You need a blade or a bludgeon or some sturdy armor. Umani has what you seek.
The old woman gives you a grin that multiplies the wrinkles in her face. Tell me what you got.
Perhaps you have more business for Dario. Umani will take care of you, and at a special price.
I love it. Just nobody knows that Dario's dead. And that's fine with me. Okay. Grants a mortal will. Interrupts while they carry 1 or more injuries. Interesting. That's actually really cool design. And it's a helm too. Undying Burden. Becoming weapon damage reduced by 10%. Increases as lost. Wow, that is really good. That's also pretty good. What else do you got? Okay. This person's got some stuff. I think we'll take these gauntlets. I would like to get this, but I really don't have any plans on using injuries. Yeah, so. Thanks, man. Who do I want to give this to? Probably you. A lot of driving and various noise outside. And then who did I wanted to give a crossbow to? Giving it to my guy would be pretty nice. Can you use crossbows? You can. Let's do that. Tiny little shield isn't going to do anything. And I know we have an exceptional, or not an exceptional, but a fine pistol. Do that. I think we're good. This is one-handed. Range is so tiny. Let me see. It does 4 times 4 is 16. 16 to 32. Pretty good. Accuracy is pretty bad. Reload time is forever in the day. Alright, never went down here. For a dog. Okay, it's whatever. Oof.
Where did you get that? Something approaches.
This is interesting.
Your weather eye open.
Just quick save real quick. We're just gonna see what that is. Pretty good. Pretty good.
What is this Kith creature?
The Vithrak cocks his head and focuses its many eyes on you. Its strange companions also stare at you with unnatural intensity.
A Vithrak, Descant. It is hard to believe they tolerate it even down here.
What secrets does it bring?
You feel a gentle scratching in your head. Another voice speaks directly into your mind.
Let us see. Let us see.
The Vithrak clicks its claws together in delight.
Keep your weather eye open, Cam. A thought probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
Seraphin scrutinizes the Vithrak. Meanwhile, the Vithrak scrabbles and slithers deeper into your mind. That's for a cipher. Let's talk instead. Why don't you ask me what you want to know?
The language of tongues is a dull, tedious thing.
Snaps his mandibles together.
Why ask when you can see for yourself?
The Vithrak reaches further into your mind, plucking and picking at your memories.
A watcher, the dear what? The waning power of old Valia.
I will wait.
A death, a life, a wide sea, stirred by storms and pirates and...
Eothas's giant glowing head surfaces in your mind.
Ah, a wonderful secret.
You hear the Vithrak clack and rub its mandibles together. It reminds you of a glutton licking its lips. Will you tell me a secret?
Yes. You have been generous with us.
The ogres nod slowly.
You know of the place below the slums. There was another, more distant place beneath the sea. There lies a secret so grand that even the gods hide it. To find such a thing, how marvelous.
Its eyes gleam. The creature's probing psyche traces a question in your mind. Its strange companions stand perfectly still, waiting. What are you doing in the gullet?
We dig. There are many minds here with many secrets, many depths with even more.
A city under a city.
Another in the ruins.
It teems with young secrets, rivalries and betrayals. We seek the older secrets, buried deeper and carved on weathered stone.
Any supplies?
Now that the cagey one is gone, many more come to see us. We have many things to sell, many things to see.
The cagey one. What is the cagey one? Spindleman's Grimoire. Minus 2 attack and speed to the attacker for 35 seconds when there is hit. Sounds kind of blah. Usable by monk. Word amulet. Better than nothing, but I think everybody has something. White Witch Mask. Okay. Invading Terror. Pulse of Visage. Okay. Very cool. It's a helm. I think I might buy that. Definitely gonna buy that. What is this? 3 shades, once per rest. Ooh, we have a discount here. I kind of want a... ooh. Yeah, let's... Oh, that. We're not going to be using that. Ward. This is just kind of terrible, to be honest. I really don't see anything good about this. I'm gonna keep it for now. How do I equip that? There's a lot of stuff here that I thought I got rid of. I guess I didn't. Thanks, man. And the ring is gone. Because I bought it. Isn't that crazy how that works? Okay. We can equip 2 rings. Let's give you this one. And to be bloodied or lower, we can get the visage, but you cannot wear helms. Oh, you already have a helm worth wearing, actually. I guess I'll equip this on you. Yeah, I'll put it on you. Yeah, there you go. Now you look even sillier. Alright, cool. Still don't know who the caged one is. That goes to the Undercroft. Okay, well, I guess none of these people want to fight me, so, you know, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We'll see if Homeboy slices back. Okay, so now we need to approach or do something else. Go to Dario's hideout real quick. Let's just double check that he's dead. You know, need that confirmation. All right, good. You're dead, son. Me. Get out of here, please. Go to the gullet. And I guess I'll go turn into the guy. Prince guy. Get that underway. I was actually also thinking to myself because, you know, Divinity Original Sin 2 took me a long time to beat. Like 126 hours. Okay. Let's just say this game is going to be 100 hours. I'm at... Where am I at? At 30 hours in this game right now. That's a long way to go. And if I plan on playing this game just for an hour and a half every day, it's gonna take me a million years to beat this game.
Akira, but have you pried any secrets from the gullet yet?
Aruhi raises his brow and motions for you to go on. The Principi are smuggling cargo via the Undercroft.
Undercroft, a darker, more fetid layer of Nekataka, I say.
He cradles his chin in his palm, looking off into the distance.
Onikaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels, these we cannot reach. At least Delver's Row is a stable target. The Crown has time to decide the next steps.
What do you plan on doing about Delver's Row?
I learned in the arena never to underestimate an advantage. For now, it is enough that I know where they bring in goods.
Water Shapers were helping the pirates bring in ships.
I had my suspicions, but I had no wish to see them confirmed.
Rui winces and looks away.
When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the Crown can compromise nothing. Onikaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say.
Say nothing.
Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased.
Rui shakes his head and sighs.
Akira, but at least you returned to me in one piece. You are not the first agent I sent to the gullet, but you are the first to return.
Rui grins in spite of himself and claps you on the shoulder.
I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse places than the gullet, but...
Rui trails off and scratches the back of his head. Say nothing.
Does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you?
Prince's face is impassive, but he seems to be studying yours with a close attention to detail. An old mosaic beneath the city depicted... let's just go with 4. Well, let's go with 3. An old mosaic beneath the city depicted Ukaizo.
Ikera, then the city's bowel hides more than I credit.
Rui thumbs his chin and nods.
Ukaizo was the home of the Huana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. That is the story. Story or no, I make no secret that we search for Ukaizo.
He studies you, allowing his words to sink in.
Aye, along with every other bare-masked, bilge-brained treasure hunter twixt here and Old Valia.
I've known sand crabs with a firmer grasp of a daring, I say.
Rui furrows his brow at Seraphim.
Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukaizo which binds us. Ukaizo, and the knowledge that we must return. To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead. A breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Matario Cozy, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have yet to return.
Sanctuary Isles?
They were sites where our ancestors grouped in terms of crisis, constants in changing seas. You have the cartographer Atepo to thank. He wanders the Western Shrine if you would know more.
Prince makes a dismissive wave toward the door. Should I expect resistance? Any resistance?
The trading companies would not have thought to look for Matario Cozy, but now they are vultures to carrion. I do not doubt that our rivals race for the same thing, all while we fall behind.
Rui sighs. What makes you think that Matario Cozy contains evidence of Ukaizo?
The Sanctuary Isles give comfort and guidance to sailors on the long journey home. I am hoping the island can remember its purpose and return us to the home we lost.
How has the island remained hidden all this time?
A question for those with years to gather reeds and scribe their thoughts.
Rui smooths back his hair and sighs.
It might be that someone or something on the island does not wish to be found. In better times than these, I would have been happy to oblige.
No further questions.
Ikera, then you are ready to depart?
I trust you'll relay my helpfulness to the Queen?
Naturally, I say. My sister remembers her friends. I remember her enemies.
Rui winks.
Before you go.
Rui lowers his tone and glances to his left and right.
That did seem like too nice a way to end it.
The expedition. I have reason to believe they will not be returning to Nekataka.
Say nothing.
We found this at the palace doorstep, cut from the robe of the expedition leader.
He reaches into his pocket and draws forth a wad of red-stained bark cloth.
One mystery heaped on another, I say.
He drags his thumb over the cloth and frowns to himself. Who could have sent this?
If you learn in your travels, I hope you will tell me. The crown has grown too accustomed to warnings, I say.
He thumbs the fabric and frowns. Let me see that. I might be able to learn something from it. Nodding, he relinquishes the scrap. A fragment of essence clings to the fabric like a thread woven too tightly to be unraveled. Trees tower above you, and ropey vines stretch like tentacles across a marshy ruin. It takes all of your strength to trudge through the hip-deep water. You glance over your shoulder, but the women and men of your company aren't there. Then, a shape moves off in the distance. You draw your weapon, feeling now more alone than ever. The vision departs, leaving you with a deep pit in your stomach and the phantom sensation that nothing has gone as it should have. The prince regards you expectantly. Nature is restless on this island, but I can guess nothing more.
I suspected this, as you say. Take care if you alight on Matario Cozy. My fear is that the island is sanctuary no more.
Sighing, Prince Arui folds the cloth with reverence.
Prepare yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka. Matario Cozy is nestled in the Kua Rakuhu Islands, in the midst of a landmass that resembles a storm, like the fall of Ukaizo locked in time.
Rui bites his thumbnail and turns away, lost in thought.
Watcher, even if Ukaizo is a myth, Motario Cozy is old enough that it may contain some clue about why Aothis is interested in the Deadfire.
Hey, Cap, be reminding me to drop anchor at the next brothel we pass. Some things I aim to be giving a try before you go getting us all good and killed.
He rubs the scarred bridge of his nose. Interesting.
Well, don't see why not.
This is really cool. Okay. Am I done with this town? Double check on our quest here. No, we're not done with this town. What am I talking about? Quick save? Let's
Ahoy, Cap. Bend your ear a tick.
Seraphin sighs, pinching the bridge of his blue nose between forefinger and thumb.
Shody seems a right fine lass and all, but, well, she asked me to pick around in the forts. Told her I didn't see nothing. I bounced right off of her. But that were a lie.
What did you see?
Darkness, Cap, and little but. Then fires, make an ash of everything.
He shudders, and you feel a cold wave roll off of him, like being doused by a stormy swell. It washes over you, and you find yourself aboard the Defiant's main deck. Something unseen presses down upon you, and you hear the ship groan beneath you. Keep watching. You're alone, save for the corpses, Seraphin, Joti, Edir, Palagina, and so many others. Their wide, unblinking eyes reflect the burning sky above, and the dark sea beneath you churns as if boiling. With a crash like thunder, the ship breaks apart, and you plunge into water that is either so cold it burns, or so hot that it freezes you solid. The vision washes past, and you find yourself looking at the blue Orlan. That was unpleasant.
I touched her mind for a second, but felt something pull me in and keep me trapped for what seemed like days. I ain't seen its like before. Sometimes old sorts get nightmares so that I can't bunk around them, but they usually ain't this flavor of apocalyptic.
If it were you, would you want to know? Seraphin examines his boots through narrowed eyes.
Right, fair point, Cap. We all deserve a fighting chance against our demons, and mayhaps I can help the lass stack the odds in her favor.
Interesting.
We're done here.
Yeah, you're still mad. Look, I'm sorry, lady. Oh, I wanted to check the journal. Alrighty, so we got that. We got that. Build a Fort Deadlight. This one is gonna be tricky. We have a lot of quests. Okay, islands. No, let me see. Mongol food and unsuccessful. They might be willing to try again. They congregate the Temple of Guan. Lantern of Guan. Okay. Jyoti sways on her feet, a soft, low moan easing from her throat. She rubs a thumb over worry-bitten lips. You feeling okay? Sweat trickles a line from her temple to drip from her chin. Her eyes are hazy, far off.
Watcher?
Slowly, she swallows, throat working to bring her voice back, or to keep her meal down.
It's nothing but awakened terror. Soon to pass.
She shudders hard, coming back to herself.
You may want to aim away from our watcher there if it's gonna pass out of your mouth. Sorry. I know you're going through something there.
You could call it something, all right.
She tilts her head, brow pinched as if she could, or she can't tell she's poking fun at her, as if you can't tell if he's, oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about here. Want to talk about it? I guess.
Now, there's no need for that. Unless...
She juts her chin to the right.
You see those shambling corpses too?
At her hastily whispered words, the hair on the back of your neck stands on end. You glance around just to be safe, but there's nothing to be seen, nothing unusual anyway, even in the direction Jyoti's staring, affixed. What do you see?
I see a body of stitched together parts and flayed flesh. It's got 3 heads and 4 stretched limbs. On each of its heads curves 3 white horns from above 3 blind eyes. The beast is big as a mountain, and shambling toward us beneath the sun turns black as slow.
Her eyes roll skyward, and she teeters on her heels as if she's riding the cusp of a seizure. The lantern rattles in her grip. She exhales a sigh.
I know it ain't really there. Lately, it's been getting worse. Some nights I wake sweaty and shaking. Other times, I'm already awake. I got my eyes wide open, staring down the darkness, watching one lantern after another flickering out. And every soul looks so ripe, darn near rotten with a need for reaping.
What does that mean?
Dark days are coming for Kithkind. When the last light of hell burns out, the final harvest will be upon us.
Pallegina needs to check herself, you know? Like, come on.
I think we might all die out.
Deep line crinkles between her brows.
But does Gon want me to stop it? Or to help?
We can relight the lanterns, given enough time. All is not lost.
I sure hope you're right, Watcher. 'Cause if you're wrong...
Nervously, she jingles her lantern, eyes lost in its flames.
No, I know you're right. Gon's chosen me. So until I figure out what's needed of me, I'll do my darndest to help you on your path.
She lifts her gaze to your face.
We'll figure this out together.
Carefully, she slips her hand into yours, your fingers easily entwined, palms pressing together so tight you can feel her heartbeats between you. Shoulders squared, she looks off into the distance. Is there anything we can do to alleviate your nightmares?
I'm carrying more souls than I've ever shepherded before. So, I don't know that it'll work this time, but used to be. When the dreams were riding me hard, I'd cleanse my soul before Gon. If we stop by the temple in Neketaka, I can perform the ritual. Please, I need the relief. It won't take more than a minute under Gon's statue, that's all.
That's fine, we're gonna be heading that direction anyways, eventually. Might as well do it now. Temple of Gon? Gone to the Temple of Gon? It would be really clever if they kind of disguise some of the loading in the travel sequence. I think they You should work on that. Yeah.
Here's where I do the ritual. Right there under the statue of Gon.
Rubbing the back of her neck, self-consciously, Jyoti casts her gaze to the side.
Nothing like a homecoming to make a girl remember her roots, even if they are dried up and half dead.
She sighs, nudging a bit of mud from her boots before she lifts her face to settle you with her big, dark brown eyes. What's that?
Sometimes I wonder if my brethren don't think I got black ichor running in my veins.
People often fear what they don't understand.
Suppose they do. Suppose sometimes people do bad things in the name of their gods. But my brethren do more good than bad, and more good than most. Besides, I often don't understand you, Watcher, but I ain't afraid of you.
She ducks her head to hide her smile, but her eyes never leave your face. They glint with a mischievousness. Ain't nothing.
Gods, but you sure do get me to rambling. Don't know what comes over me when my mind goes all hot and bothered and makes me think untoward things. Gives me notions I don't need to be getting. I can't risk straying when I got a duty to Gon.
Speaking of God, no, we'll go with we came here to cleanse your soul.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready. I've done this before, but never with such a full lantern. You may want to stand back. The experience can be somewhat intense.
Kneeling before the statue of Gon, Jyoti set her lantern between her knees. I think that's number. I lost count. There's another one though. Head bowed, she presses both palms to the copper cage. A low chant. Lilts. I've never seen that word before. Lilts from her lips. As it grows louder, the light from her lantern glows brighter, as does the lantern that the statue of Gon holds in one skeletal hand. The two lights pulse in a rhythm with the chant, resonating with each other, twin heartbeats that pound faster and stronger until the light from Gon's lantern bursts outward in a shower of violet-hued rays. The essence bathes Jyoti's bent form, making her jolt upright as a cry escapes her.
Don't know if I feel cleaner, but I feel something. Blessed for sure.
Jyoti offers you a half smile as she relieves her lantern, trembling fingers curling against the gleaming metal cage.
Let's just hope it lasts, because my lantern feels as heavy as ever, full to brimming with essence, like dark water spilling over my mind.
Remind me again the difference between Gon and Aothis.
Aothis is dead, and Gon is the death before life. He's the ripeness before the fall.
She raises her sickle, turning the blade to catch the light of her lantern as if in demonstration. But we know Aothis isn't dead.
That lumbering hunk of Audra might claim to be Aothis, but that doesn't matter a whit.
She shrugs.
He died, so he can't be Aothis anymore. Death changes every soul, even a god's. And if it doesn't, it should.
Let's be off.
All right, I'll be right behind you.
Interesting. I'm supposed to speak to like some dons. Oh, here we go. So we'll quick save. Okay. How about you?
May Aethis's light shine upon you.
Hungry? Come on up. Don't be shy.
Thank you. The acolyte works with practiced speed, smiling up at you as he hands you a bowl. Rice?
Maybe an inn next time if you're so hungry.
Shut your face.
Does anyone but the gods know what's going on in Adair's head?
Problems?
I mean...
Gaze downcast, Jyoti sighs. The tip of her tongue, a peak of dusky rose, dabs at the corner of her mouth, leaving a glimmer of wetness.
He's a right fine fella. Kind, too. But a little old.
Wow. You care for him, don't you?
I do. I tried not to, but I can't hardly help it.
She rushes through the confession with a soft blush and a nod.
He's just so considerate and nice. If not to me, then everyone else. And he's so darn big and strong. I know my pa would have liked him. Problem is, I think he doesn't much like me, Watcher.
Maybe he likes you, but he's no good at showing it.
What good's a man who can't admit his failings? You might think me naive, and you might be right, but I've seen both types in a family, and I think there ought to be a little heat between a husband and his wife.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself? A flustered laugh bursts from her throat before she can tamp it down, pressing both of her hands over her mouth.
I do want to raise a family someday, whether it's with someone else or not.
She sighs.
That's assuming we all live long enough. And I'm wrong about the coming darkness. In the meantime...
Rubs a hand over the back of her neck, face caught in a grimace.
What should I do? You'll help me, Watcher, won't you?
I do not want to help you at all. Give him enough time and space to come around. Jyoti chews her bottom lip for a while before exhaling a quiet sigh. She hums something that sounds like mm-hmm.
I'll try my gone darnest. I can promise you that. I just...
As if unable to help herself, she beams you a bright and hopeful smile.
I hope you're right. Tell me what's on your mind.
I don't think I wanted to talk to you at all, so...
Sure thing, Watcher.
Get out of my face.
It is the light that has led you here.
Doesn't this place get a little damp?
No more than anywhere else. No sense fighting it. The water sustains our faith, surely as it does these trees.
You must be getting a lot of people in here these days.
Oh, yes. People are afraid, angry. Change can be frightening. But what did any of us come here for, if not a new beginning?
Your devotees have gone. What about Aothis' other manifestations?
Gone's the only one that matters.
Jyoti scoffs. Sewen shuts her eyes, exhales sharply, and then opens them again to regard you with a patient smile.
The shining god's got many faces, but they're all his to wear. Divine King Widewind, he saw the dawn stars, telling him of things to come. But it's gone with sickle and lantern that's come to the Deadfire. Our god's returned, and he's gonna bring balance to the world. He's gonna right all the wrongs we have suffered. Gone will bring a new beginning for all of us when that hour comes.
Is he the Avatar? Check out this journal real quick. This one. You know, I'm trying to supply, blah, blah. You might be willing to try again. They congregate at the Temple of Gone. Oh, wait. In the Sacred Stair.
I've never seen a temple like this. Take care.
Alright, well, maybe I haven't spoken to everybody. Oh, I definitely have.
May Aethys's light shine upon you.
Sir. Okay. Well, there's no Dawnstars there that will talk to me. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. You guys done
Sometimes, lass, I'll be wondering why you muck about with this motley lot.
We are both mucking about with them, are we not?
Aye, but I be a furry blue pirate and you be... well, you.
I am a servant. My country has needs and I tend to them as best I can, regardless of company.
Hanging the poker. Guess we did not quite go there last time. Is there a waterfall here? Inspect the dough. With you. Okay. Still don't have what we need there. I think we can grappling hook here. Tie the grappling hook around the tree trunk. A couple of firm tugs convince you that it'll withstand your weight as you climb down. And we'll descend. You grab the rope, planting your feet on the edge of the precipice, and begin your descent. Gusts of wind sway you from side to side, forcing you to tightly grip the rope. It digs into your skin with every move. Despite the effort, your group proves their excellent conditioning. Everyone manages to reach the tomb's opening without exertion. You stand on the narrow ledge of a tomb's entrance, its passage leading into darkness. Your rope dangles from the tree above. Follow the passage. Look inside the passage. Light filters inside just enough to illuminate entombed skeletons resting in alcoves hollowed out from the rocky walls of the cavern. The stone slab floor appears to have been laid hundreds of years ago. Ahead, the passage disappears into darkness. Bonian? You follow the passage. The winds rage outside, yet the air of the tomb doesn't stir, stale and heavy. Steps carved into the mountain rock descend deep into the mountain. You walk down the steps, every stride echoing through the cavernous passage. Skeletal remains poke out of niches on the wall, lining up the way until the steps land into a narrow corridor. You stand before a hallway. Its columns frame dozens of tombs hollowed into the rock. Cubbyholes line the walls. Skeletal remains litter every alcove and spill into the stone slabs that tile the floor. Inspect. You carefully scan the corridor and focus on every detail. Skeletal remains, probably dislodged from their cubbyholes over centuries, litter the edge of the walls. Judging by an emblem etched on the stone of the tombs, members of the same clan or group lie buried here. Faint sparkles catch your eye. Under a pile of bones collapsed inside it an alcove, you discern something glittering. It seems to be within easy reach. Retrieve the glittering object. You reach inside the cubbyhole, digging into the pile of bones and stones. Your fingers touch something cold, its surface smooth as glass. You grab it, surprised at its weight, and pull it out to reveal a large ruby resting in the palm of your hand. Thank you very much. Cross the hallway and continue. You stand in a dark, narrow cavern. The path ahead twists in its descent. Continue down. You continue onward, following the turns on the path. Hold on. I got a letter, and I'm sure you probably read this already. We're going down the passage. Its exits appears ahead, flanked by the interred bodies. You step out into an enormous cavern. Its walls and sharp cliffs